Hello everyone, Lilith here, and before I start the episode today, I would just like to play the trailer for a friend's podcast, Sporadic Phantoms, featuring our guest today, Max Pacheco.
My name is Robin.
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Kyle. We are a trio of environmentalists, documentarians, journalists, and friends.
We will be looking at a major problem happening right now, the destruction of threatened species habitats by the logging industry.
We're talking about illegal logging here.
Do you know what the company was that was doing this?
Yeah, I had never heard of them before, but they're called Dapson Lumber Company.
Dapson?
I remember the trucks. And the Matcom bands, too.
Weapons development.
They're hiding the information.
It's much bigger than just Dapson.
There's a reason they vetoed the project.
He just kept saying, stay away from Dapson, stay away from Matcom.
Missing?
I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but I just have this sick feeling in my stomach about this that I can't shake.
This looks like a non-profit organization.
And don't forget about the dodgeball tournaments.
Be part of something greater.
What the actual hell?
This could be big. Really big. Sporadic Phantoms, an investigative podcast series. Available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor.
Hi everyone, welcome to The Few Who Speak.
It's
time. We got our friend Max on the show again after trying to get him on for basically months.
Yeah, I was on tour, just going to a lot of close indoor venues without masks.
Oh yeah, the Super Spreader Tour, dude.
Wow.
I wish I could have made it.
Yeah, just meeting a lot of strangers, giving them big, long hugs, having coughing contests, just having a good time.
French kissing.
Yeah. It's just
making hand sanitizer illegal in every forum.
Yeah.
It's been a year of this, huh? Of COVID?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You can't say that word in the first 30 minutes.
I don't fucking care. We started this show because of it, and now we're here. It's almost been a year, and I'm
You
dying.
spent a year trying to defeat it, and you still haven't figured it out? Jeez, get it together, guys.
I think my biggest problem is that if I could shrink down on the molecular level, then I just fight it. Like, fist to fist, mano a mano. I need to close my door because I can hear myself from the loose mic.
I mean, there is a vaccine.
Yeah.
But, the shrink ray thing might help.
Yeah.
It couldn't hurt.
It could.
I legitimately think if we shrunk down Ares to fight the COVID vaccine, they would win.
The COVID vaccine?
I will fight the COVID vaccine! I don't give a fuck!
We have to defeat the vaccine.
They'll fight the vaccine too! They don't discriminate.
Please donate to our GoFundMe.
Oh, no.
We're trying to end the vaccine once and for all. Enough is enough. It has to be stopped.
Bill Gates cannot continue microchipping innocent people.
We're just going to release me into your local CVS, and I'm just going to start eating the vaccine.
Just breaking open the vials.
No. I'll eat the vials too, man. Glass is nutritious. Good mouthfeel.
Contest.
That's for the next. That's the main event of the
Jesus.
next Super Spreader Tour.
Gotcha. So how have you been, Max?
I've been great.
Doing most of the same thing, I think.
I've been wonderful. None of the bad things that I told you about earlier really happened. I've just been wonderful.
Oh, thank God.
I was
that
worried.
fucking house.
Yeah. No. But I traded a paperclip for a painting that's going to come in the mail. It's a painting of Baby Yoda dressed as Harry Potter.
Right. Okay.
So I'm gonna try to trade that for something, and maybe trade that for another thing, and then trade that for the $1.75 million house that I want.
Okay.
So I can...
In Beverly Hills?
No, just in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Just a not very large house because real estate here is crazy. So.
I can't tell if that 1.75 million's the real
No,
number.
it is.
No, that's
send you the
Cambridge,
listing
Massachusetts for you.
No, you're
No!
kidding.
I'm not.
Nope.
This is not a bit. I've
Oh
done
my
bits in the
God.
past. This is not one of them. That's really how much the house
I am known for
across
doing
from my
bits.
apartment costs.
That's horrible. Is it a nice house?
It's decent.
It's decent.
It's passable.
Oh my...
It's in Cambridge,
Oh my
Massachusetts,
God.
which tells me everything I need to know personally.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm glad.
Those college vibes.
Glad I live in Texas, where houses cost fucking jack all, but if you try to rent, you'll die. Jesus. Okay.
I mean,
I was not expecting the 1.75 million to be a real number. Now I've lost all steam.
Lily, I
and
can
I'm
take you
confused.
to the secret evil part of Dallas where houses are that much.
Well, as long as as you're rattled, maybe I could get things back on track with what I've prepared.
Okay.
You prepared a thing.
Knocks you off your feet and then's
Again.
gonna proceed to knock you off your ass.
So, as you guys know, I do not listen to your podcast. I'm not a fan.
Nope.
I don't listen to it either.
I hate it.
I
also hate it.
Didn't even listen to the one that I'm on, honestly. I don't care. I know what happened. I was there,
Yeah.
Of course.
But I do want to get to know you guys by doing anything other than listening to your podcast. So
Understandable.
So I returned to Reddit, and unlike last time...
Yes!
Unlike last time, where I only went to one AMA to get questions, I went to a bunch of AMAs to get some questions.
Oh.
And I want to know what your answers are. I don't care what the people who answered the AMA actually answered. I want to know, for real and for true, what your answers are to these questions. Okay?
No bits.
Oh, thank God it's not a quiz show
It's not
anymore.
a quiz. There's no wrong answers. It's just me getting...
I guarantee there are absolutely wrong answers to this.
Okay. So, are you guys ready to get the audience to know you and for me to get to know you a little bit more?
Absolutely fucking not.
Sure.
Let's go.
Okay. First question out of many, so we can stop this whenever you're sick of this bullshit. But
All right.
Awesome.
First question.
I'm done.
Which animal would you say is the hardest to clean up after?
Ooh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let other people go while I think.
Hardest to clean up after.
So how are we describing
animals?
Like, what's the classification on an animal here?
Any
Is it
animal.
like pet?
Well, I believe it's something that has a circulatory system and is mobile and alive.
Okay,
like
so
that.
mobile was more of the question that I wanted answered.
Okay, yeah, or at least mobile during one stage of its life, as is seen with coral.
Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking about coral because they're fucking hard to clean up after when they die.
They leave a whole reef.
They don't even decompose properly.
Fucking idiots. No wonder we're killing the coral reefs. Fuck those guys.
Please don't.
Don't fuck the coral, Jay, I'm begging you.
I can only think of dogs that shed a lot.
I mean, in my
Yeah, I've met a cat that
experience,
sheds a
in my
lot.
experience, it's hippos because they just have crazy diarrhea. Because they just have loose stools. Like that's just how they poop. And not only that, but
Not only that.
no. Oh, there's more.
I was
Because
thinking
their
of
tails-
water-based land mammals would probably be the worst, yeah.
Yeah, their tails are little windshield wipers that clean up, the apparatus which spreads their waste.
The asseratus.
And so, as they're pooping, which is very explosive, they also swish their tail so that it spreads even more. I mean, outwards, not on themselves, So, in my experience, it's
Fuck
hippos.
yeah.
So I do have an answer.
Okay.
So, probably crocodiles, I think.
Oh.
Because, like, I used to have an iguana, and I know crocodiles are, like, the meat-eater equivalent of that, and God, cleaning up iguana shit is the worst.
Okay.
And then adding meat into any sort of process of, like, how their stomachs work, and the fact that they're also a water-based land creature means that it's always loose and gross, and it has whatever remnants of what they ate in it.
All right, shall we move on to the next question?
Yeah. Well, my answer was going to be whales, because, I mean, imagine having to take care of a whale in a tank, and it just lets loose that massive slurry of shit in the water.
Okay.
Right, yours is quantity over quality here.
All right, next question. Is there a particular Warehouse 13 stunt or scene that was just super amazeballs to film?
I think the Hitler bit with that whole episode where they're searching for Hitler's staff was really weird to me personally, but I didn't particularly like that episode.
I thought the stunt...
Warehouse 13 stunts that they filmed.
I thought the stunt where they made 13 warehouses, I thought that was kind of weird.
I don't have an answer for this one because I don't know anything about fucking Warehouse.
That's why I answered like that.
Jay stole my joke.
Next one. Do you have college plans? And if so, do they involve dancing?
They involve dying. Just straight up.
I mean, that's a fair answer from AJ. No,
to be fair, I am in medical school.
My college plans are to finish, and no, I do not intend on dancing, Matt.
Coward.
I have no college plans, but I do intend on dancing.
Okay.
The opposite.
There we
go.
Ooh.
Next one, and I'm reading these as is, by the way. I did not change these.
Please.
Oh, I can tell.
Some of your fave artists from this past Coachella? ?
What's Coachella?
What? Yeah, that might be an important piece of context.
Gotta say, the interior crocodile alligator.
Ah, okay.
Really big fan.
I like the game man who sings about horses and cowboys.
If I had to pick between Coach and Ella, I'd probably pick Coach.
It could be. Between Coach and Ella.
Okay, next question.
Ella, A.
Next question. I've read that udders can get swollen and infected from the milking process, and that there's a certain amount of pus that's allowed to be included in with the milk. Is this true?
Yes.
AJ,
it is.
This true? Okay.
It's like this whole thing of like...
AJ just knows the answer to that.
It's the whole thing of like, due to FDA regulations, there's a certain amount that you just can't stop from happening. It's like that, like, every hot dog's allowed a certain amount of rat meat that they can't disclose to the public.
Okay. Well, that's a definitive answer. Moving on. What's the best material for shoes that's not leather?
Canvas.
Okay.
Rubber.
All right. How do you deal with the fact that you're smarter than everyone else at work when it comes to technology, or in general, everything, and that your ideas generally go over people's heads in meetings because they don't have a strong coding foundation that everyone on Earth, including children, should have?
I just start eating the money that's in the register. Like a rat.
Max, are you okay? I think you might have a superiority complex.
These aren't my questions. These are from Reddit AMAs.
Which explains everything you need to know
Max,
instantly.
you can tell us the truth.
I think how I deal with that is I simply use my parents' money to buy the company. So I am the CEO.
And then the rat in the register starts eating it.
And then I hire Aries to eat all the money in the register.
I just want to be that fat rat that died in 18.
You get it. You understand my vision.
I do.
it seems like there aren't a lot of ideas left for reality TV, and some of the premises on air now are really stretching the definition of reality. What's the oddest, most unsellable reality premise you've dealt with or heard about?
AJ.
Oh no!
You want to talk about that one on Netflix with the...
What? Which one?
The aloe people?
You can talk about it. Why do I have to talk about it?
Because I don't remember the title of the show.
It's something hot. It's Too Hot to Handle.
Hot or not?
Too Hot to Handle. Okay, there was a reality show on Netflix called Too Hot to Handle, where the entire premise...
It's just you're not allowed to fuck. You can't fuck, and if you don't you get like $1 million.
I'll win.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? So here's the thing. They bring on a bunch of hot quotation marks there because
conventionally
it's all
attractive.
Conventionally attractive is the more reasonable one. They put a bunch of these people together in an island resort, and they're all together, and like in the first episode it doesn't tell them the premise of the show, so they're all just hanging out, and like half of them almost start fucking immediately. And I'm just thinking, what the fuck is going on? I don't believe people are actually like this. And then they like got really upset when the host...
It's an Alexa.
Who spoke through basically an Alexa.
Hello.
Spoke
you
and
are
said,
not allowed
"You guys,
to fuck."
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you guys can't fuck. You guys can't cuddle. You can't heavy pet. You just
they can do stuff.
Here.
And they can hang out, but there's like they lose a certain amount of money for every sexual action they do. So like heavy petting, like make outs, any sort of like groping or anything, like up until and then like when you do sex, it costs obviously the most. And it just keeps taking it out of the pot. I can't imagine a world where people can't just do that. It's so easy. Basically, we only got an episode in, and they already lost, like, half of the money.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And,
did they just get, like, sex addicts or something? Like...
I don't know. The premise of the show is that it's like, you people don't know how to form real relationships, so we are going to force you to form real relationships by not letting you fuck, or you'll lose lots of money.
That's...
And I just think,
go ahead.
Who is this for?
Allosexual people.
It's for people that, it's for the people that when I tell them I'm ace, they go, "So how do you have a relationship?"
Yeah, it's those people.
And like my favorite one was a coworker, and I was like, well, when I'm in a relationship, I would like to kiss them. I'd like to hold their hands. I'd like to dedicate my time to them, and I'd like to treat them as a special person in my life. And then he goes like, "So like friends?" And I'm like, I don't want to kiss my friends, really.
I don't know, Jay. I'd like to kiss you on the lips.
I want to kiss my friends.
Just a little bit.
Well, you're
like,
an exception, Lilith.
I want to kiss all my friends directly on the mouth. That's the truth right there. You can write that one down.
Well, you would have loved my tour then. Alright, moving on. This is a good one. This one's a thinker. Alright?
Okay.
Assuming you have to poop while in a race, and this poop is coming, no stopping it, what are your options?
So, I have a story, because I used to be on...
Yes!
I used to be on track and field, for several years. That was, like, the thing that was the sport I was in.
Yeah.
We did have a guy just shit his pants.
No.
Yeah, no, it was...
Fuck yeah.
No.
I'm gonna give some context here. This was actually a NASCAR racer.
Oh, okay! I was really confused, because I was like, I don't know, like, the guy just explained it, he's just like, I knew I had to keep on going, and my pants were tight enough that I figured, like, it wouldn't be that big a deal.
It was that big a deal? That's
no,
horrible.
I mean, we knew, but, like, we didn't say anything.
I mean,
for car racing, I mean, you can get away with it pretty easily.
You can just go boom boom right there.
I mean, my biggest problem with that, I guess, is you're in like a onesie. It's a little harder to escape.
But it kind of gets to a point where it's like, well, what do? You're in a 200-lap race around this thing that's going to last like
3,000 miles an hour.
The best case is you run out of your car at a pit stop, but like even then,
I think
can we pull over?
I think they should incorporate toilets into the cars, like astronauts have.
I remember the answer to this one, and the guy didn't necessarily say he would just shit himself, but he did say, under no circumstances am I getting out of my car during a race.
Yeah.
So he basically just said he shit himself.
Yeah.
I think they'd probably do the colonoscopy cleanse, like, the night before a race, right? Like, that's the only way I could think that you'd avoid shitting yourself.
The question is, you have to poop.
If you had to, it's happening.
No stopping it.
There's a lot of poop questions here, Max. Hold on. There's a lot of fecal-induced questions here. Do you have something?
One was, what animal is the hardest to clean up after? That doesn't necessarily mean poop. There are a lot of things.
Yeah, I answered a dog.
Your answer involved poop. My answer involved cleaning up their corpses.
My answer involved poop.
So I think Max might need to tell us something after the podcast.
Moving on. Next question. This is a tough one, guys. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Next question is: are you a woman?
No.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. What would you recommend to anyone starting a coffee-related business to avoid failing?
Don't put laxatives in your coffee.
That's a good one. Genuinely, don't burn your coffee. Like, there's a lot of ways you can not burn your coffee, but I feel like Starbucks just refuses to not.
Yeah, they just always have their water too hot.
Include hot chocolate on your menu so I have something to drink.
Have good tea! Please, for the love of God, I'm begging every coffee house. I don't want to drink coffee all the time.
Okay, this is a good one. How do you get out of the haunted house with others around?
So Lily and I actually used to work in a haunted house.
Yeah.
So if you want like genuine advice, if you are genuinely freaked out in a haunted house, you can basically say, for real, stop, get me out of here, and any actor, at least in a good haunted house, will go like, yeah, sure, and then show you the nearest secret exit.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I don't have a joke.
Otherwise, you can't, and I will make fun of you.
What's Walton Goggins smell like?
Polished steel.
I don't know.
With just a little bit of begonia.
What are you just making shit up?
Maybe.
Am I making shit up?
You'll never know.
No, AJ.
It smells like Thanksgiving stuffing, but you've left it out. You forgot. You fell asleep due to the turkey coma you were put in, and it's just been out all night.
Okay, well, Walton Goggins
what are you
is
talking
an actor, but that's an interesting take.
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
What are the worst beginner mistakes for chefs?
Holding your knife wrong.
Cutting your hand off.
Both of those are the same answer.
Yeah. Biggest beginning mistake is usually assuming that the heat source that you're working with is something that it's safe enough for you to stick your hand in. Several times I've had coworkers do something stupid involving the fryers.
The fryers!
Yes,
no, you
fryers.
Have to elaborate.
Oh, sure. I had a burnout drug addict coworker, to clarify it.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains everything.
This is the kind of person... this is the kind of person she was. That being said, she wasn't an idiot. And for whatever reason, she regularly dropped is the wrong word. I think neglected to pay attention to what she was doing is the better one to use here. She would a thermometer would end up in the fryer, for instance, and melt down and turn into goo at the bottom. Bad for the fryers, obviously. Well, one time, after being reprimanded for it several times, because she destroyed like 2 thermometers this way. She dropped a third one in there and attempted to rescue it with her hand.
Honey.
She didn't get very far. No. So she got her hand out. She didn't, like, destroy her hand or anything, but that is a 350-degree vat of oil. Don't do that. That's bad. What the
Don't
fuck
put your
is
hand
wrong
in
with
boiling
you?
oil.
I'm glad I've only ever eaten at your job once.
Alright.
To be fair, that fryer was one that didn't have important stuff in it.
My point
anyway.
stands.
This can be bleeped out but do not eat at the Whataburger at the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport.
International Airport.
Don't do it. She'll start. You'll activate her.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be
Anyway.
funny if you get rid of my disclaimer and just beep that whole thing.
I don't know. Maybe. We'll see what I end up doing.
Alright, next one. Are Christmas trees a sin?
Yes.
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 Care to elaborate? That's not
No.
part of the question. Okay.
Absolutely not. Lily, if you elaborate, I'll harm you.
Okay, I
All
can't. I'm sorry.
What are your
Blasphemy.
thoughts? What are your thoughts on the pistol offense that has been so popular this season? Do you think it's just another fad like the Wildcat package?
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at it strategically, it's not gonna last. It's something that absolutely was funny the first time, and if anything, made it work out. But it's not a long-term solution to anything. You can't rely on it.
I don't know. I think the pistol whip is a pretty good yeah.
Go sports team.
Okay. If you had to choose a simple and widely available, yet oft-ignored cocktail ingredient you think most home bartenders are probably overlooking, what would it be?
Oranges.
Honey.
Oranges.
Okay.
For sure.
Max,
how many of these do you have?
I told you can stop me at any time.
12,000.
Honestly, I have.
I'm just surprised you have them.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more.
Okay.
Let's keep fucking
I think we
going.
can just finish these off.
Was everyone a genuine racist, or did some people tag along?
I think some people tagged along.
Some people tagged along.
All right.
Yeah.
Now this I expect a detailed answer for, okay? So get your thinking caps on. In prep for my Zootopia fic, do you have any tips for figuring out the anatomy of anthropomorphic characters?
I'm a furry. Do you want me to go into detail?
Yes. Do you have any tips
Please
for
do.
figuring out the anatomy of anthropomorphic characters?
So, like, genuinely, I would say, first of all, look at how bipeds, like, focus their weight, and look at how quadrupeds focus their weight, and try to find an in-between. One of the things that Zootopia does particularly interestingly is that most of the characters, since they come from quadrupedal animals, they balance their weight in very interesting ways, which means that they actually usually counterbalance it. There's several scenes where you can see that they treat running on all fours as though it's it's like naughty or something. I was gonna say a scientific word and I forgot it.
Taboo, I think would be.
Yeah, taboo. I was gonna say barbaric, I think. Either way. So it's completely optional. It's more of like, they kind of treat it like when your cat stands on 2 legs and it's kind of funny, but your cat's wearing pants and has a job.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say look at the actual species that you're working with and kind of go from there.
Okay. Do you think that Shrek 3 and 4 combined would make a better movie than 2 standalones?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
No.
Oh, I thought they meant better than 2. And I was like, I was gonna say, you can't fucking beat Shrek 2.
I don't think 3 and 4 together would be a better movie than the two standalones, because I think that would just water down 4 as
That's
a movie
fair, because
itself.
4 is my favorite Shrek movie.
I don't remember the plot of either of them.
3 is the one...
3 sucks.
3 sucks. It's the one where they have to go find King Arthur because Shrek doesn't want to be king because Frog King croaked.
I don't know if I saw that one.
And then the fourth one
It's not worth
is
your time.
Shrek sells his soul to Rumpelstiltskin and creates a parallel universe where everything's fucked up and evil because he doesn't exist.
I don't think I saw that one either, but I do remember seeing the ads for it.
Alright, next question.
How is the weather in Kentucky?
Bad.
Mild.
Cold.
Varying answers. Interesting.
We all have different opinions.
All right. Do you have a kickin' rad scar?
Yes! Several of them.
I do not.
Oh.
Actually, they're not kicking rad. Some of my scars are really lame. I have one from a pillow zipper.
The only scars I fucking have are from picking at bug bites too much, and now I just have funny little dot scars all over my legs and arms.
Okay. 2 more to go, guys.
All right.
Home stretch.
All right.
Do you ever bet the horses? If not, why not? And if so, what's your strategy?
The names.
I don't bet the horses.
You always go based on the name.
The reason why I don't bet the horses is because I'm poor.
I do not bet the horses, and it is because I am terrified of commitment.
I pick whoever has the funniest name.
Okay.
All right.
Last one. Grand finale. Actually, not that good of a question for a grand finale, but fuck it. What would it take for the average Starbucks worker to defect to another coffee shop?
Literally anything.
Better wages.
Yeah. A 2
Better
cent
wages
pay
will
raise.
do it.
Literally anything.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we'll see you
kill
after the
Max
break.
now.
We're back from the break. Max has his microphone right now.
Yeah, I didn't before, but now I do.
Yeah. I love this show. I love all of our shows. We have so many technical issues.
What show do
for
you
no
love
good
most?
reason. What show do I love most? I love
Family
Drunk
Guy.
Minecraft the most.
But we're not going back to that discussion. I can't. I'm not.
Legitimately, though, my favorite show to edit and record is Drunk Minecraft.
I need to watch it.
It's very funny.
I'll watch it when I'm in it.
It's just very funny watching my very inebriated self try to do things in a game that I know a lot about.
I truly can't trust myself to be in a recording of Drunk Minecraft because I don't know how I'm gonna act if I'm gonna have a really good time for 10 minutes and I start bawling because a creeper blew me up.
Jay, you have to be on the show because I love the idea of that.
I just break down. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot.
I love that. That sounds
nothing
amazing.
to do is right.
It brings a different energy to the show
That
because
should
right now
absolutely be. Because in the last one, in our last fucking recording, Kaylee tried to kill me. I did 9 shots that night.
It was a 45-minute recording too.
In fucking
in
incredible.
45 minutes.
Oh my god.
I don't even think I could get drunk in 45 minutes.
I did. It sucked. I immediately laid down with my cat afterwards.
Max, do you do much drinking?
No, I've never been drunk.
We
Let's
talked
see.
about it
For you.
The last drink that I had was a berry Mike's Hard lemonade, like 2.5 years ago. And I did it on my Twitch stream. Twitch partner Max Pacheco, Pacheco
Yes.
is how you spell my last name. But
he's not a Twitch partner,
yeah,
but his name
it wasn't
is.
much of a drunk stream, you know. It was just kind of us playing Later Alligator, which is a delightful game, now available on Switch.
I need to get it on Switch.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really drink much. I don't totally abstain, I guess, because I had that hard lemonade.
But it's very casually. If at all.
Yeah.
It's a fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mike's Hard are fucking delicious, though.
I had a blood orange mimosa before I had that. Not on the same night or year, even, but you know, before that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's good to see that there's people like you who are responsible and not stupid.
Yep.
Like
no,
us.
I'm plenty stupid, just in other ways.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta make up for it somehow.
Yes.
Oh my
Okay,
Lord.
I once got pulled over on my bicycle because I was driving.
You're kidding.
I was 14.
What? Can you be charged with drunk driving on a fucking bicycle?
No.
Yes.
I said, that sucks, man, and then rode away on my bicycle.
I think I learned that at least at some point mopeds were considered not actual vehicles like cars and motorcycles are. So they used to be used as drunk driving vehicles.
Yep.
That sounds safe.
Which, I don't know if any of you have ever driven a moped.
I have not.
Nope.
God, what horrible vehicles. I hate them. Lily Taz was technically a moped.
Was it?
Yes.
That was a big chunky bike.
Not a bike, it was a moped. It's because of how the feet were situated.
The feet.
Oh.
I love
it was fun
and hate the idea of a vehicle that is designed for you to be driving it drunk.
Well, it wasn't
replacement
designed,
for
but
a
a lot of people used it like that because of the legal loophole.
Oh, I know, but I'm just imagining, what would a vehicle that is designed to be, driven drunk be like? I guess it'd just be like a smart car.
Yeah.
No, it would be one of those... It would be one of those big plastic balls that you put people in on obstacle courses to roll down hills. That sounds like a great idea, not something that will instantly make someone throw up.
Oh, yeah.
If we ever get big enough that we have, an office somewhere, that's what we should do to, break it in.
Literally break it.
Ball.
Yeah.
To get, absolutely thrashed and just roll around its parking lot in a hamster ball.
Here's a question for you guys.
Yes.
What is your end goal with the FableFew? What do you hope to accomplish?
World domination.
World domination.
Shut up. Speaking as the person who organized these idiots together to even start this channel, it's an interesting question to answer because there's what I would like to do with the FableFew and what current goals are. Because what I would like to do is I'd like to actually be a YouTube channel that can work as a career.
Mm-hmm.
But that's incredibly difficult and not something I think about too often. It's just kind of like a dream. Because if I think about it all the time, I will just make myself stressed and not have fun with it anymore.
Yeah.
But current goals are just kind of... I think if we never get to that dream position of it being a big career sort of thing, I think end goal is to have it be a big learning experience in a lot of ways, because a lot of us are teaching ourselves editing, we're teaching ourselves how recording and for game content and videos works, and it's the kind of thing where if we ever wanted to do something on our own in the future that involves those skills, I think having a testing ground where there's no stakes at all involved is a good thing. I'd like it to be just, if not a career jumping off point, or just a hobby.
Yeah. I mean, I know because I do a lot of the behind the scenes ideas and writing for stuff. That's kind of where I want and to at least settle with some of the ideas here, at the very least get them out there and just see what happens. If anything, it's like a testing ground for now.
Yeah, it's
we have a lot of shows that we're trying to do.
Yeah, I think like our biggest I think goal, which is anyone's goal who's puts out content on the internet, is to have an audience that enjoys their content. And even though we don't have a large audience, it's still fulfilling to have some people. Like, we have our very good biggest fan, Vex, who we love dearly as our child, and it
shows up on every stream.
Yeah, and it's even though like he's basically a friend now. Like, he is a friend now. Like, it's still fulfilling to have like a fan that none of us knew previously, came out of the blue, and enjoys our content legitimately.
Also, I would die for him. No,
yes.
I would kill for him.
Yes, I would kill and die for him.
He is significantly taller than me, but I am going to poke him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes and kill people for him.
But like I think that the fulfillment of having an audience is really nice, like having a big audience that enjoys your content. But like, we already got one, so we're good at if nothing else happens.
Yeah, I mean we're making money on Patreon. It's not like
we're funding ourselves.
We're half. Yeah, most of the patrons are us.
2 of them are friends of ours.
See, that's how you break even, right?
Exactly.
Of course. Well, we are. What's the word? Investing in our future. We spend the money on like equipment and games and stuff. So
yeah.
I mean, stuff like Singles Club, like that's probably the show that has the most
production
going outwards power and production, because that's a show that it's not just a bunch of friends goofing around. We're genuinely, there's like a premise to it. And we'd love to do more stuff like that in the future. With this channel.
Yeah, like as much as I do really like, goofing off with a few speak and Let's Plays, it's really fulfilling to have something like the Singles Club, where we are like we are doing something with effort, pre-planned, and like putting ourselves into it and getting a good product out of it. Like, that feels great. And like, that's something that when we first started, we were going to have a scripted podcast, and even just organizing it, doing the rehearsal, like even just doing that felt incredible to be making something. So like,
and I think that's the point of most of this, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry, we got too genuine on a funny show.
Well, I hope that everyone who's listening to this hears how desperate you guys are for attention. And,
please, God.
Reaches out to 5 of their friends, who then listens to this, and then they reach out to 5 of their friends, and overnight you guys become big sensations. And if you're listening to this,
if you get enough of your friends on, then you could be a minor supporter, and the more people you get under you, the bigger your own company can get of friends that listen to the FableFew.
Yes. And
one day you can go to a house party with millionaires.
Go, I know the FableFew.
If
can you tell which of us have
I will give you a car.
Can you tell which of us have almost gotten into a fucking pyramid scheme?
I am the pyramid scheme.
One of my coworkers almost got me into a pyramid scheme.
Oh, yikes.
The closest I've been to a pyramid scheme is I was commissioned once to write a fan fiction about pyramid head inflation.
Shut up! We're not talking about anything anymore. Good night.
Anyway, you were saying, Max?
No. So pyramid head inflation.
No!
Did you start to script that? Did you come up with like a loose outline? Did they have a loose outline?
So due to how the commissions worked at the time, I do not own the fanfiction. I do not have any copies of it left. I had to sign essentially what was a high school version of a non-disclosure agreement. But I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Okay, yes,
because
please
fuck
do.
that. You were probably a minor at the time, so contracts don't fucking apply.
Yeah, no, exactly. Also, another minor made me sign it, so... But that means that they had to watch me delete all the files off of my computer.
So,
but all that
incredible.
means is that, essentially I wrote a 2.5, like, 2,500 words-ish of... First it was Pyramid Head Man Tits Appreciation Day, and then it was about inflating them with a bike tire pump until they popped.
By them, do you mean Pyramid Head or the tits?
His tits.
Okay, well...
Specifically his tits.
Okay.
It was only his tits.
Now, to what end was this done? Like, was this done ironically? Was this done for genuine pleasure?
I was paid. I was paid money. I was given, like, $25 to do this.
Okay.
The person I was writing it for, from what I could tell, was absolutely dead serious.
Okay. Well. And where can people hire you for their own Pyramid Head breast explosion inflation?
Well, if you donate at least $5 to the FableFew Patreon, I will write anything.
Wow! So your rates have gone from $25 to $5. That's
well, it's within.
That's
under
unwise.
1,000. It's under 1,000 words, and I have to
technically
approve it.
5 times as much per 1,000 words.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
And also, it's that money doesn't even go to them; it goes to the Patreon.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a sellout now.
But limited offer. Eventually, we will stop doing it. So jump in now.
All right, jump in now, guys.
If you support us at $20, we might even voice it. We also say your name at the end of every video. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah!
Welcome.
Woo!
This is us. This is what we do. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Jonathan,
This is just...
please.
Oh my god. This is just how we are. We do this shit. We've been doing this shit for almost a year. Can you believe it?
And we do it for free.
Next. Did you think that we would be this cool 1 year in?
Yes.
We're cool.
But also...
I'm sorry?
Lily, I've noticed that you've sort of been the straight woman this whole episode. So
oh, of course.
I want to get some silly shit out of you, all right?
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, can you tell us a prank, a goofum that you've pulled, perhaps?
Ooh,
a good old goofum.
Does it?
Yeah, Lily, tell us about your greatest gaffes.
That's the thing, is it's kind of difficult to do.
Come, Lily, 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 Lily.
See that? Oh god, you've put me on the spot. And now I can't think. My brain decided to stop working. Oh no!
You broke her. You killed her.
The thing is, I don't. The answer is I usually don't have that kind of thing that I do. Although, no, I don't. I'm boring. I don't have any funny pranks or goofums. I think the closest is that I drink alcohol on recordings sometimes. That's the
and don't
funniest
tell
thing
anyone,
I can do.
and you go, "Ooh."
Lily,
No,
people are
actually,
gonna think you're straight.
So specifically, there was a recording I did with Kaylee where we were just playing a game. It was a fighting game between the two of us on recording, and I had like 3 mini things of alcohol ready, and I told her that I was drinking, and she didn't think I was serious until I started like violently gagging from the shot I had taken from it. And I think that's the closest like goof I can think of off the top of my head that I had like pre-planned.
Real yuckster over here.
Because the rest of it's like in the moment stuff that I have a hard time remembering.
You're not good at the improv aspect of our job, are you?
I am good at the improv aspect. I'm not good at the planning aspect. Can't you tell?
Should we do an improv scene right now?
Yes!
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Sure.
Let me get out a random generator, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's see.
I wasn't a theater kid. You can't make me.
Haha! Yes! My moment has arrived!
Let's see.
I was in improv for a bit.
You never went to any of our competitions.
I couldn't.
All right, random place generator generated some places I've never heard of. All right.
Okay.
So
All right.
let's see. Let's see what happens if I generate 10 random words instead. Okay, a lodge. That's a place.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, let's do a parking lot. That's another one that came up. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So
That's
we're in a
good.
parking lot. Let's see. We're shark hunters. We're shark hunters in a parking lot.
Shark hunter.
And we are being taken into custody. We're being arrested, or at least one of us is.
Oh.
All right. So someone's being arrested. Some of us are shark hunters, and we're in a parking lot. Okay. And go and begin scene.
AJ, open.
You can't fucking do this to us. We have rights, man.
Hey, listen, no one's hunting sharks in my parking lot, alright? Not under my watch.
Why
Oh,
not?
come on, you can't do nothing to them. They didn't do nothing.
Hey!
They didn't shoot.
Hey!
What?
Are you recording this?
Yes!
No, of course I am.
You better not be recording
recording
this!
No, we're not.
Of course we're recording this! We have rights and you are violating them!
Yeah, well, you're violating the rights of the sharks that live in this parking lot, alright?
Sharks have rights in the water, they don't have rights on this land, our land!
You cannot. There's no laws binding land sharks.
No, listen, if these sharks want to live here on this parking lot, they're gonna do it, alright? And no one's gonna interfere with that. And I am taking you downtown!
Listen, if you take me downtown, I'm gonna have to get my lawyer involved. And they're a mean motherfucker.
Wait, did you just say lawyer?
Of course I said lawyer.
You know the cop rules. If you say lawyer, I gotta wait for your lawyer to get here.
Just wait until my lawyer gets here.
Here comes your lawyer now.
Hey!
Do you have something to say, lawyer?
Do you guys got weed?
You know the lawyer rules. If you ask for weed, I gotta give you weed. Damn it!
Fuck yeah!
Hold on. I keep it inside the shock here. Hold on. It's really hard. He always tries to bite me when I take it out of him. Louie, watch the teeth. I'm just getting my weed for the lawyer. All right, hold on. No, that's not weed. That's heroin. Hold on. I got it. Don't mind the bleeding. That's from Louis. He don't know no better. He's just a parking lot.
This is why they've got to be hunted. They're unrestrained heathens.
Hey, Louis don't know no better. Okay, he's just here in his second most natural habitat after the ocean.
Maybe he should know no better in moderate temperature waters at least 50 feet out.
All right, listen. I told you once. I told you a million times. These sharks, they live here, okay? This parking lot, this is my district, okay? I am in charge solely of this parking lot. You know why? Because it's people like you that are always coming here and bothering the sharks and saying things like, hey, I can't park my car because there's a shark in my spot, okay? I gotta deal with it all day. What?
Your car is, being towed?
My car's being towed?
Oh my god, your car's being towed!
It was parked illegally because of all of the sharks, and it is being towed, currently.
My car's being towed because of the sharks?
Oh my god!
Yes, you were parked illegally due to all of the sharks in the parking lot. You did not park correctly. You parked directly next to a fire hydrant.
I can't park on the sharks. What do you expect from me? You want me to just park on top of a shack, huh?
The
Maybe
officer,
the shack shouldn't be in the parking lot.
the officer of the law out here barking laws, but breaking them.
I didn't put the shack in the parking lot, okay? I wake up this morning, and all of a sudden, I get a call, and it's, there's sharks in the parking lot, okay? And I go there, and you know what? It's not a problem. It wasn't a problem until you people made it a problem. The sharks weren't hurting nobody.
Permits.
Let me see this permit.
Permits.
Sure, here you go.
All right, it says here, I'll be damned. It says you can, all right, okay, all right, it's a legit permit. Okay, this is true. All right, let me ask you this. How do you plan on getting these sharks out of here?
Oh, we got a Winnebago down the road we gonna put them in.
What's it doing down the road?
Because we couldn't park in the parking lot!
Legally!
Well, now that my car's been towed, I guess there's a spot for your car.
They can't park there. That's the fire hydrant.
Look,
you can't park me a fire hydrant.
Look, I'm a cop. Like, I can change the law. Okay.
Yeah. You can change the law.
I can change one law every day. All right, it's the way it works.
Is that the law about cops?
It's the way it works. I can change one law every day.
Could you change that law?
I can change that law. All right, for the sake of this legitimate permit that you have. It looks pretty legitimate. I mean, it is written in crayon, but sometimes permits come that way. Who am I to judge?
It was.
Okay?
It's the only pen at the legislator's office.
Hey, I'm not judging. I ain't judging.
Damn.
I ain't judging. Okay, so I'm telling you that it's okay to park your car next to the fire hydrant. Okay, to get these sharks out of here because you got the permit. All right?
So we're gonna park the car in Harvard Yard near the fire hydrant.
No, now you're mocking me. We're not in Harvard. All right? There's no parking lot in Harvard Yard. Ha, 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 ha. All right? You're making fun of my Texas accent. All right? I don't appreciate it.
It is a little distracting.
I'm sorry. All right? I was raised in Wisconsin, by a man from Texas. My father, and I picked up this accent, and everyone made fun of me and said, "Oh, look at the Texas boy. Where's his cowboy boots? Where's his cowboy hat?
Mr. Yeehaw.
Where's his barbecue?" Everyone always made fun of me.
Where are your cowboy boots?
I'm wearing one, as you can see, I have one cowboy boot on. I couldn't find the second one. All right, so I got one ballet slipper. The other one, underneath the shack is a ballet slipper. But if this guy who I have named Joey will let go of my foot, you will see that my other foot is a ballet slipper because my alarm didn't go off in time. I was way behind, and frankly, I just want this whole shack business to be done with. All right.
All right. Then let us hunt them out.
Well, that just happens to be our job, officer.
As shark hunters.
As shark hunters.
Yes. Okay. Wait. So you're a shark hunter? You relocate the sharks? That doesn't sound like hunting.
It's a formality.
The sharks.
Okay. So as I understand it, you put sharks in their proper place and then you hunt them because they cannot be hunted in a parking lot.
No.
Correct.
All right, well, I guess we straightened everything out.
All right.
All right.
I am insane, and these are my puppets.
All right.
Insane.
Very well.
And these are my puppets. That was fantastic.
Yep.
That's why I love improv.
We did it.
As soon as you said parking lot, I was like, I am going to stand in the middle of my room and go, "You guys got any weed?" But I just so happen to also be a lawyer.
Max, have you done a lot of improv in your life?
I mean, I did some in just like theater classes in college.
Yeah.
But if you go to my barely functioning YouTube channel, in that I barely ever add anything to it, I've done feature-length movie commentaries, improvising them as though I were the writer or director, along with my friends who pretend to be the writer or director. Yeah, in fact, me and name drop Neil Ciceriga did one for the Santa Claus.
Whoa. All right.
For the Santa
Claus? I totally forgot to actually watch that.
Well, there's not much to watch. It's a YouTube video, but it's a picture of Tim Allen. And
you heard it here, guys. Neil Ciceriga is on Mr. Max Pacheco's channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which we will link in the description.
Yeah, sure, do that. So, you can watch that along with the 1.2
we're allowed?
thousand people that have seen it. Yeah, just for today. For one day only, you get a pass.
Right.
It'll be gone later.
Yeah. Disney will take it down and break into my house and cut my thumbs off.
Oh, wow.
Well, all right. Does anyone have any funny closing things to do before we end off this episode of the podcast?
So Asian hate crimes are up, huh?
They sure are.
Yeah, they are, Max. Thank you so much.
I guess that's not funny though. You know, it's
not
a
really.
thing that's true.
No,
it's a thing that's unfortunately happening right now.
Yeah,
the real world is incredibly terrible. Huh?
Yeah. Let's go back to the improvised scene. Let's go back to the shark parking lot.
I missed the shark scene where the worst thing that a cop can do is rewrite fire hydrant law.
All right, now you help me haul Louie into your Winnebago so you can hunt him.
What the fuck is a Winnebago?
It's like it's an car. RV.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a character that doesn't know what a Winnebago is.
Classic character.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
The character that doesn't know what a Winnebago is. Classic
That's my name, the character that doesn't know what a Winnebago is.
Roll the credits on screen. Aries, Shark Hunter, Lilith, Shark Hunter, Max, Cop, Jay, character that doesn't know what a Winnebago is.
And also weed procurer. And
also
person who informed the cop of being towed. It wasn't the tow person, it was just some person that went, hey,
I thought it was the high off their ass lawyer who was just looking up and going, hey, get Cosby towed.
No, it was a completely different person. I was thinking about having a revolving cast of people who just kept up bothering the cop and wanted to have a kid that was like, hey, you got any candy in there?
And that's how improv is. That's how improv is.
All right. Thanks for being on the show, Max.
Oh, thanks. Fun. It was a great last podcast to be on. I'm glad I'm not coming back.
Do you have anything you would like to plug?
I already did. I already self-promoted myself enough.
Are you sure you don't want to plug a different podcast?
Actually,
you know what? Go on Netflix and watch Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance because I really want that show to come back, even though it's canceled. So just
listen. It's not going to.
The other podcast is being plugged at the top of the episode with the trailer.
Yeah. So we discussed this.
Yeah.
Well, I was not included in this.
Well, that's what you get for being asleep or skateboarding
or
whatever you do.
I was skateboarding while asleep.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye!